In today's video, I'll be showing you how to manually wind this piece here. Now this will be true to most manual wind movements, and the technique will be pretty much the same across the board. This particular piece is a Breguet tradition, and it just has an open work display, so you can see all of the movement and the functionality and how the movement works, as it has an exhibition case back and an open work design on the front with a miniature dial here for your time. And you might not be able to see it, but it also has a power reserve. Let's have a closer look at the dial. On closer inspection, as you can see that it's currently not working, the balance wheel's not spinning or nothing's moving, and just here, this hand here indicates its power reserve. So this is an indication on how much power the watch has before it completely stops or runs out. And at the moment it's on the 0 position, nothing is functioning. To wind a manual wind watch, what you want to do is, first, some pieces might have a screw down crown, so just run it anti-clockwise, and this way you'll know, okay, whether it's locked into place or whether you have to unscrew the crown. But that way you know that, okay, in this position, when it's fully pushed in its 0 position, the crown has no function, is not screwed down, sorry. So running it anti-clockwise, we know that the crown is not screwed down. So now that we've done that and checked that, what we'll do is, we know to just manually wind it, all you have to do is rotate clockwise. You might hear some slight ticking, and also if you keep a note and just keep an eye on the power reserve hand, you'll start to see that slowly creep up. So very nice and slowly. You don't want to rush or do these very quickly, because you could cause any number of hearts. And now we've just got enough power to get the heartbeat going. So you can see now clockwise. Let's see if we can see what's happening at the back. So as we're winding, the mainspring is being tightened more and more until we can't tighten the mainspring any further. So what we want to do is just keep going, and the watch will tell us. So even without an indicator, so if you were to see the front and the indication is now halfway, so we just keep going until we get to the full wind. Now, as I was saying, the watch will tell us when it's fully wound, even without an indicator. You're using a very small amount of force to wind it, so you know that when you'll start feeling the crown getting a little bit tighter, but then there'll be a point where you cannot turn the crown using the same amount of force. And if you were to try and force it, this is what causes breakages or faults, or the hairspring or mainsprings to then snap and crack and break. So we're getting to the top now, so you can see it as an indication we're pretty much fully wound. However, I can still go. So you want to keep winding until the watch itself tells you that I've had enough of a wind. And there we are. Now if I try and turn it, it does not allow me to turn the crown any further, and it kind of pulls back on itself, as you can see. Just as if you were to try and tighten the lid of a screw, the lid of a drink or a bottle, you can't tighten it further than it does. Then it would slip and cause the thread to break or something like that. So that is how to safely wind a manual wind watch. And that concludes our video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like, share, subscribe and click on the notification buttons. And any suggestions you have, please leave a comment below. Hope you've enjoyed and see you next time.